Hello, my name is Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today we'll be talking about enlightenment is a one-time event. Now, as I define enlightenment, it is a shattering of the illusion of me, and the me is never believed again. This is sudden, complete, and one time. What I mean by this is it's like a mirage. Let's say you're in a house and you live in this house. It's in a hot environment prone to mirages. And so you look out your great big window in the living room and every day you see a mirage, but you don't know it's a mirage and you think it's water out there. You never bother to go check. You never investigate, you never realize what you're seeing is not water. But every day you look out the window and you see water. So you think you've got a lake view of some kind. And every day you get up and you look out the window and there's water. And you don't doubt it. It's water, it's obvious, you can see it. But then one day you look out the window and it's gone. You don't see the water. The water's gone. And so this is kind of like the experience of no me. Due to a spiritual glimpse, insight, whatever, there might be the experience of no me. And so many people think this is enlightenment, but it isn't. It's the experience of no me. And so you look out the window and there's this experience of no water. The mirage is gone. Where did it go? But the next day, when you look out the window, it's there again. And you still believe it's water. You rationalize it. Maybe some weather conditions were happening or whatever and obscured the water so you couldn't see it. Maybe you think there was a fog or, something. You're able to rationalize the fact that it disappeared temporarily, but you still believe it to be water. You look out, you see it, it's water. And this is a lot like the spiritual glimpse or insight, where the me will disappear and there's this experience of no me. And then the me comes back and the me is believed. And then we get this idea that enlightenment can happen multiple times. And it doesn't. It's just that wasn't enlightenment in the first place. That wasn't awakening. That was just the experience of no me. But if through investigation, basically you go out and walk out there, and you take a very long walk and you see that there's no water. As far as the eye can see, it's just, the land. And, maybe you spot some pavement or, whatever out there. But something out there was creating a refraction of light. And so you walk and walk and walk with a compass, so you're not walking in circles. Very deliberately you're walking straight from your house. And you end up going miles and miles past what would be humanly possible to see. And you do not encounter water. And at this point, you realize that wasn't water. That was a mirage. And so you turn around and you go back home. And then the next day, you look out the window and you see water out there. But this time, you do not believe the water you see. The illusion has been shattered. The one-time event of going out there and seeing what is as it truly is. Now you know it's not water. You know what you're seeing as a mirage. And so now when you get up tomorrow or the next day or a month from now or a year from now, it does not matter how long or how much time passes. You will never one day get up, look out your window and go, that's water, and believe it's water again. No, because deep in your bones and your gut, through direct experience by going out there is no water. There is no water. And if somebody came and visited you and looked out the window and go, hey, look at all the water out there, they could not convince you it's water. No matter how much they tried, they could not say, this is water, and these are the reasons why. It's obvious it's water. They can't. Would be unconvincing. You would go, no, that's not water. I've already directly experienced what's out there. It's not water. And this is the way it works with the shattering of the illusion of me. You basically see what is as it is. And in this one-time event of seeing what is as it is, it forever shatters the belief in the illusion of me. And so it does not matter if after enlightenment the me arises or not. Because I know some people talk about, some teachers talk about it took years after enlightenment for the me to quit coming up. Well, the idea of me is a habit of mind. So yeah, it's totally reasonable and very possible, probable even, that after enlightenment the thought of a me will arise still. But this does not matter. What really matters is whether the me is believed. When you look out and you see the mirage, do you believe it's water or not? If direct experience has already deeply shown that it's not water, you'll never believe it's water, no matter how much time passes, no matter how many times you see it again. Likewise, no matter how many times the me comes up, the thought of me in the mind comes up, it will never be believed again. The illusion has been shattered on the most fundamental level. You know that there's no me. And when that happens, it does not matter if the me arises or not. And because it's a habit of mind, and the mind is fundamentally friendly, it's trying to help, eventually the thought of me will decrease because the me will come up at first. And you're like, I don't believe that. That doesn't really exist. I mean, that's the fundamental attitude you'll have to those thoughts. Is, I don't believe that. And the mind will catch on. The brain, in particular. The brain will catch on. And so the habitual thoughts will change. And the me will come up less and less. And eventually the idea of me won't even come up anymore. But that does not matter. That deepening, that process of the me disappearing, none of that matters in terms of that is not enlightenment. That is not deeper levels of enlightenment. That's not progress through enlightenment or anything like that. Enlightenment fundamentally is the seeing what is as it is that shatters the illusion and belief in the illusion. And that is the direct experience. Like when you look out the window and see the mirage. If you went out there and you saw that it's not water, you'll never believe it's water again. And so that is why it is a one-time event. It is a one-time direct seeing through to the deepest cores where it cannot be doubted. You went out and experienced it to such a degree it cannot be doubted. Now, let's say that you went out and you didn't bring a compass. And you went out and started wandering. And so deep down in the back of the mind, there's this thought. Well, maybe I wasn't walking straight. Maybe I didn't reach the water because I was walking in circles. Maybe I didn't get out there. And as long as that doubt persists, you'll still believe it's water on some level. And so what I'm talking about is a very deep and profound seeing, to the extent that it's like you're thorough enough to have a compass where you went directly from your window to where the water should be. And you went out way past what is humanly possible to see. And at no time did you encounter water. Then you'll know, through your own experience, there was no water there in the first place. But if there's some doubt, well, maybe I walked in circles, maybe I didn't walk far enough, all these possible doubts, well, then that wasn't directly experienced as a seeing what is as it is. Because there's still the belief Well, it could be water. You know, maybe I did this, maybe I did that, maybe I didn't do enough of this. And so there's still a back door for the belief in the mirage. And so enlightenment is a deeply seeing through the illusion of me at its most fundamental core. And it shatters the illusion where it can never be believed again. It is recognized for what it is. And so the me can never be believed again because there's no doubt deep within or anywhere on any level. You know, the mind, the heart, the gut. You know, people say, you know, their heart's in it or they've got a gut feeling. You know, all these various levels of knowing, of intuition, on all levels where there's no doubt, there is no me. This illusion of me is only an illusion and it's not what it appears to be. That is a one-time event because afterwards the me can never be believed again. So what is there to repeat? It couldn't happen a second time. If the me is believed again and you got to do it again, well, then the last one was not awakening and enlightenment because you have not seen through it yet. You still fundamentally believe in a me. But if to this degree that the illusion of me shatters, that it never arises again, how could there be a repetition? There's no me to see through again. It's never believed again. And so I think it's very important to realize the way this works. And I think the analogy of the mirage out the living room window helps. So ponder that. But if you have any questions, comments, please post below. And as always, thank you much.